Andrew, he just can spray through the wall if needed, but he's just waiting for the right moment, biding his time. This is very smart here. The Habana, in the meantime, is opening up all the hatches, so Grizzly is just busy doing the work. Because, Fluke, why would you ever expect an alibi just sitting solo, waiting for people in staff room? It makes no sense. He's gonna pounce. Oh, he gets the first one. Bench it down.
There it is, the first. Gets the drone, gets himself tucked in just on the side of the hatch, and Sleben wants to pop his way up to as well. Isn't going to rotate his way back round onto Kansan, but Sleben caught out underneath the hatch, and there it is. One more that falls again in the fight. Scrappy over the top, but Kendrew doing everything to keep biting them in. One more, and that one is on Kansan, but finally caught out and taken care of. A 2 versus 2, 20 seconds. And they've got to see if they can try and drive themselves down towards the site itself. The hatches are open, but it's a pretty dangerous position to go for that drop. There's still a rotate from Saves that's come around over the top as well, leaving the single player. It's worked out though. They're able to find out Grizzly. Keenan going for the swing, the angle towards the last one.
There it is.
And it's a pre-fire for a secret round built on the back of Kendrew. It's all falling apart. There's not a lot of places that you can dig yourself in, but with the quad wall being something you have to pay a lot of attention to, otherwise you're stuck just trying to pop through a hatch, and it's still electrified. It's still locked down, and it's still got Nazami with a chance of swinging around and causing some problems. Sleben. Oh, well, there it is. The catch out. The grenades rolled through, forced the play, and Benja was able to get that final pick with the grenade. The fuse doing everything to force them further and further away from the hatch. The flashes go through. It's going to still be a dangerous approach here. They don't have the true lockdown. They swing and spray towards the door. Gorgono's got a little bit of width there, but it's the rotate round on the top. Saves, finds one, looks for the second. The kit is cold on that second story. 20 seconds. Once again, a rotate and a player tucked in a corner has been devastating. Grizzly picks it back up, goes for the drop down. Saves has crept his way via beepers. They're spraying and doing everything that an LMG can do, but a post plant. They didn't know it had been recollected. They didn't know they've been able to get the drop down into the hatch, and now they don't know if they have a route through onto the site. One playing around Kansan, one tucked in and pinged through the wall. Can't quite get the full connection there. They're both still sitting on full health with a frag in pocket that Gorgono could maybe try a risky loose on, but doesn't need to. Heroic take the round.
Unfortunate there for Team Secret.
There comes once again. Saves, strikes around the top and removes one of the players. Sloth, a little bit isolated, trying to hold on for Gorgono.
Look at this! Saves is still sneaking through the lines, and there's nobody here to hold him. There's no zero cams, because obviously he destroyed them much earlier in the round. He had the Echo to help him out. There's the impact and the pre-fire, and Una's been taken down. Saves, great play here, and he still does not falter. He moves back just to make sure that he can flank later in the round. Beautiful play.
Ah, it's kind of potentially become a bit of a round-defining play here. 15 seconds, and they've got to struggle to try and get the kit down. Secret have Savage and Saves. The two S's are going to see if they can try and bring some success, but it's Sloth, third one, that gets that little lockdown. 5 seconds and a post plant. Beepers is the spray, and Sloth is the one left standing. Almost pulled together there by Secret, but Heroic just pull it around. That's sort of tucking on the small box that could be massive on a swing round, depending on where you know where they're entering you from. But this is the game that Heroic are learning more and more. Savage gets one, gets himself just tucked around on the corner, expects a little bit more of a fight. Sleben has just hopped his way up the hatch, I believe, to offer some support as well, so he's free to do this and look for a second and find it. Now he's going to see if he can spray through, but it's Sleben's support, as I said before, that gets it. Benja at least bites back onto a single player, but now tucked in at the top. Uno's going to try and drive
Heroic
himself.
feels so disoriented, but one thing that they can also look at is that there's no pulse for them to have to deal with. And this might be an opportunity to plant, as you have the Ossa and you have the sledge. You can open up the wall, and you should be in a relatively safe position with only one nitro on the other side, and they'll go for it.
Well, there's the smokes, the grenade over the top. Uno's going to kick just behind the chassis. There's some more work being done. Perfectly played on the C4. Waited and devastated. 3 seconds. He's got to drive for the kill, but he doesn't find him in time. Keenan, that little full stop at the end of the sentence.
There's 2 grenades that are still left for Gorgona, so he has extra power should things come down, but dropping right into the hatch is not going to be the right idea. Gorgona is going to drop the completely other way, which is the right idea if you ask me, but unfortunately makes too much noise. Finally is rotating across from that gold vault. Una awaiting more info to dive into site. The setup is, well, being set up.
20 seconds, and
there it is.
The depth charge finds Keenan. The grenade played all the way underneath. They've put them into the 3 versus 2, but with the quad wall still standing, it's going to have to be a dangerous drop, as I always say, onto that stock hatch. Grizzly hits the ground, tucks his way through. There's been rounds that have come down to this, and it saves. There's 1, there's 2, there's a fight back from Uno. He's got to try and find the kid on the floor or look for a last player, but the pings are against him. The time is 2. And doesn't even hold it all the way. It is 3 rounds now for Secret on the defense. The Skylight hatch, wasting time, wasting utility on the slowest approach we've had from Heroic as of this moment. A minute's passed, and they still haven't truly found their way into a fight, but it's going to come soon. Sloth popping up the top of the stairs.
Fight's gotta come soon. Look where Slevin is. The grenade will go out and take down Keenan, and Slevin going in for the fight, unfortunately, loses it to Sloth with the UMP. 2 great kills here for Heroic, but Savage is on the retreat. Might be able to find some solace. A grenade will rain in, and still is alive. So Heroic have gained the map control that they want, but Saves is still lurking. The Hungry Shark! Flute.
Well, the Hungry Shark has been beached, and now Gorgona's going to start to see if they can lock it down. Maybe the first time I've seen the Jackal pings actually pop off for the huge amount of time we've seen the operator work being done on the second story. The eyes have the players this time. Heroic knows Secret have been slippy, and they're making sure that they don't fall victim to it again. Kendrew gets 1 before he gets taken out. Savage is all that's left. The first is his. The second smokes cover any movement. You can see they're setting themselves up for the pressure in the plant. Uno's going to get it stuck in. They head all the way to the top floor. It's the right decision here, but a post plant now, and many players left to take.
Yeah, this will be a very tough one here for Savage on 50 HP. He's going to drop. No dropping through that hatch here. And Jenner will walk all the way around and go through main stairs. There's somebody watching an open area. There definitely should be, and there it is. Gorgona will end the round, who's been having a banger of game. Not going to lie, Gorgona finding the right kills at the right time. But otherwise, this has just been a halt. Team Secret have taken control of the map, a lot of the power positions, and they're going to use this to their advantage. Like, okay, hey, there's no need for us to rush. We're 5v4. There's absolutely no reason for us to get so aggressive. Savage will get 1 kill, but Slevin is going to fire back into his teammate. At least it won't be an advantage for Heroic here, but still, 4v3. A kill has been done and has been collected by Slevin. Going to walk in, destroy the castle barricade, and at least get himself ready for an eventual push. Sloth is going to capitalize on this, however. No, he takes a bit of damage, still alive, barely retreats back, but no, the double peek does not work. It saves to collect it.
Well, Grizzly is then in a cacophony of bullets, including the ones that bounce off the back of the wall from the drop down. They found the double kill.
Entry for Team Secret that now have a pretty big opener, looking for information. I'm wondering why there's no drones in front of Keenan to give him that intel.
Elevator.
But he doesn't check it. And, that's a bit of a shame there. But job's been done.
Doesn't matter. The pressure comes through on the opposite side. They're inside the site. They found 2 for their trouble. They've almost got the 3rd, and there's Kendrew locking it in. The Ying and the Candelas rolled their way all the way through. They're going to see if they can get the stick on the backside. Heroic, a little bit too much attention paid elsewhere. The impact doesn't quite get the kill, but when you've still got all the others and they're back up, I mean, that's it. That was a very, very well put together sharp strike.
Habana, they got a very flexible setup, especially with that Yana.
All right, Secret, you've been sharp, and now you're instantly knocking on the side door once again. You want to make sure the pressure stays hot, and it starts with Keenan swinging around and getting 1. Drop down on the back. Slevin's looking for the fight on the side of square. They're tucked behind a plant, and they get a very important win out. But Benja, they're in a tricky situation to try to pull themselves a little bit closer to a sense of safety. Savage is on the windows on the other side. Benja bites his way back into the site, looks for the one on the windows, can't quite have the bullet's capacity. And now, as very quickly as it started, it's at least petered to a bit of a slow. Hasn't fully stopped.
Anybody on the other side? No, as there is nobody on the other side. And that's all the explosive damage done and dusted. There's no COD in this round. I'm wondering what the mute can do. Well, not much. Kendrew's just going to walk into site solo, and Gorgon's going to find him. All right, Savage is all alone now.
All alone with 50 seconds and 3 players ahead of them, and he's had a good lead in, but this is tricky when you go for a rush, chances are you haven't been able to do much of the technical destruction of the map itself. As you can see, there's a couple of stunned out ex-Kairos, a cold kit, and only really a single door opened, but that gets closed in their face. Heroic. The attack time out leads to a round of success, but they still need a couple more. Fight to take, no more grenades to try and bounce their way through. But all of the Finker charges for the push and not even enough time to use all of them. The fire starts to burn. Savage finds Grizzly at the bottom of the stairs. That gives him some of the control of green, but there's Benja to try and retake it. The breach and the hatch and the pressure is coming through. And now tucked in and waiting for a second head to pop up. Don't quite get the full catch, but they do enough to sort of say we're here. 20 seconds though, and they're still trying to get that kit down. They're still trying to put the pressure onto the site itself. Kendrew, he's tucked in. He's going for the plant, and there's a lot of bodies watching this single hatch, this rotation. Uno, he can't quite make it all the way through. They've somehow found the kit in and amongst it. The canister didn't quite stop it, and now they've got a very tricky retake. 2 of them up, 2 of them flat. Over the top and all the way, as they're going to see if they can try and get the drop on the players. 3, in fact. They know how important the vertical is. The first fight is going to happen just round to their right-hand side. They've tucked themselves in further back, and there it is. Sleben, oh, he pops off, finds 2 for his trouble. Benja at least gets 1 back. Less than 20 seconds, and Uno's still trying to do some work inside the site. There it is. Now the fight onto servers. Another spray round. Uno's able to get 1, does a lot of damage, but can't quite get the kit down. They're out of time at this point, and Secret find themselves on map point. Feel a bit safe for the discs, giving them some of the control here over stock, and there's just this steady sort of bout and gambit here. How long can they sit here, and how long until Secret reorganizes the push with Kendra on the Ossa? They've got the swing, they've got the cover of the smokes, and now they've got somebody with boots on the inside.
And Kendrew, he's looking around for flanks here, but it's Benja that already has found that saves. In the meantime, Gorgona gets another. Keenan has walked into Janitor, the place where Uno was just a moment ago, but Sloth is able to shut him down. Savage with a refrag, but Gorgona dives straight out the window. And up the top floor, look out below, and next thing you know, you'll be on the floor. There it is.
Slow and steady approach, and one that has had a little bit of mixed success. Sloth could be the start of the strike back, wins it out and pulls himself just tucked in, so they can't quite get the trade. Nobody's going to swing down white stairs, and they're going to get a little bit of a rotate onto Beepers, hoping to bait the play. But the play hasn't come for them. Finally get some of this control over the side of Tellers. They got to try and pop this wall and go for the plant itself. And, well, with Keenan getting Gorgona, they might have a little bit more to work with. Sleben can swing around and try and stop the play. Grizzly has the cross angle. Sloth has the door here. He's making sure that nobody gets an early, easy entrance. But with that breach open, they can try and get it stuck down. Uno locks into Savage on the far side. Grizzly swings round, but it's Sloth that gets the last connection there. And now as the pings come across, they've just got to try and cover the planter. Kendrew, he's all that's left. He's holding F. They've just got to find him. We are going to OT.
He's also playing way, way down below with no possibility for Team Secret to take him down. 30 seconds left. This has got to happen now. Oh, Savage.
Well, it's Keenan that finds Gorgona. Savage goes down, but they're going to get picked back up after a huge swing and spray round. Secret 15 seconds though, and the kit is the most important part of this. It just takes a second to score, and it just takes Uno to take the head off of 1, get dropped down. It's 3 versus 1. Sloth is all that is stopping it, and he gets the kit. The swing is close though. Savage just able to get that final piece of the puzzle, but it was so almost strewn across the floor. But he's also got the kit, so he can't be too laser focused on it. Do they know that somebody is right close? Because they got to find that out sooner rather than later. Take the drop, Sleben. He could tear everything apart. They're down, they're low, they're out of there. There's 1, there's 2, there's a cold kit. It's a 2 versus 2, 15 seconds. Saves, knocked off the door. Kendrew is all that's left. Can take his team through into 2 points here and lock this in on a win. Waiting for the hold on the pause. Sloth has got the kit back in, but he doesn't get there. Gorgona had the cross angle. We have every single round. Down, how aware they are. Well, he doesn't trust that they're not entirely aware. 30 seconds and a bit of a rotate. Keenan's trying to offer some support. Saves. He's finding himself an angle, I believe, over to the top of white, maybe onto stock itself. Uno is still that back line. You can see the Monty is trying to get himself in as well. The smokes cover the attempt on the plant. They suffered in this similar way before, but it's Saves that gets Gorgona the spray round. Benja moves up, finds the kit, gets it cold, but Keenan has the trade in the refrag. Uno, and 10 seconds, all that's left. There's a player holding the window. There's 1 going for the plant on the kit. The long desk is locked in as well. They've moved it off to a different location. Gets 1. but this is one of the tougher retakes in this game. They have a player outside. They're on the window rappel. There's one tucked in on the close corners there, just leading in and waiting. They know that the pressure is on Uno's side. On the left, the spray draws the attention, but it's Secret that walk away with 2 points.
I can't believe it. It has happened. Team Secret 2 points at the end of this hard-fought victory.